For over 20 years, comedian Dean Edwards has been knocking it out of the park. First on Saturday Night Live, and then on MTV's Guy Code. Now, Dean has his own show on the Digital Podcast Network.
Hi guys, I'm Iris Almario, and joining me again in the studio is Dean Edwards of the Dean Edwards Show on the Digital Podcast Network. What's up?
I'm back. I came back, baby.
I'm feeling that shirt.
Oh, well, thank you. You know, I know you come with the flyness, so I said I got to make sure I'm at least on par.
Well, I appreciate that.
Of course.
So talk to me about the Dean Edwards Show. What's it all about?
The Dean Edwards Show podcast is really well. Why don't you tell me? Because you on it.
That's true.
It's myself, you, and our girl Venus, and then a rotating group of guests, and I think we come together to talk relationships, life, mild. Credit, ways to fix your credit, lifestyle show. But mainly I think we're all varied in personalities, and so I think we come together to give our listeners, our list. I was going to say viewing audience, but this isn't visual. So to give our listeners a slice of life from all of our perspectives, and also from an ethnic perspective, right? Because so often in the rest of the world, in the realm of entertainment, you don't hear our voices. And so I wanted to make sure that we had something, that we had, a diverse group of characters coming together to offer their perspectives, and also do it in a light manner, make people laugh. I just want to make people laugh, maybe inspire some people. I think with our show, we've done a great job with, telling a lot of different stories and leaving people, a little bit better than when they first came to listen to the show.
Everybody likes that.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite part of the podcast?
My favorite part of the Dean Edwards Show podcast on the Digital Podcast Network has to be y'all. Like, honestly, I dig our synergy. I dig the energy between myself and yourself and Venus and even Tanya, and
relationship expert.
Yeah, our relationship expert Tanya. We just have a great rapport, and you can't fake that. I've been in situations, as you have, where you're cast for something and it just doesn't click, but they force. It's almost, and you can feel when it's forced. We all, we rock out, we vibe. There's a lot of love, a lot of laughs, and I think it's tangible to the listener, and it permeates, listeners' headphones or speakers when they listen to us. They can hear, they having fun. I'm having fun. I'm having a good time.
I appreciate you saying that. Well, thank you, because I'm in the mix.
Because I can't fake it. I know I'm sitting down with you. I gotta keep it 100.
Well, there you go. And any favorite guests?
Favorite guests? Some of the guests I've enjoyed, obviously, because I've had a good amount of friends. I really enjoyed my man Clayton Thomas. His story was great because it seemed so serendipitous. Where everything lined up properly with his mother, an older comedian saying, "Man, you need to leave Detroit," and then his mother saying, "Here, don't go everywhere else. I'm giving you $1,000 to go pursue your dream." I thought that was beautiful. And then him and her telling him, if it doesn't happen before Christmas, then you got to come back to Detroit, and him booking that TV show on December 22nd, like right before Christmas. You can't script that. God can script that. And clearly, the universe did. And so I love stories like that. I love learning about credit. Like when we had Gene Babachenko on, and he taught us about credit. And you and I both had a lot of questions because no one's ever really sat down and broken that down to either of us, let alone our listeners. And so, I think our listeners, like I said, they come out of it feeling better, saying, "Yo, I didn't know about credit, but I gotta fix mine now." That's a good look.
So, a podcast, why now?
A podcast? Why a podcast right now? I'm gonna be honest. For years, I said, I want to do the Dean Edwards Show. I want to do it with a variety of personalities. I was just waiting for the right moment, and I put out into the universe. I said, "Please, God, please have someone create a network And if we could create a network full of power, a network that caters to black people and Latin people across the world through the internets. Please, and next thing I know, Digital Podcast Network came. I said, okay, let's make it happen, baby.
I mean, talk about putting it out in the universe.
You got to put it out in the universe.
So why should people tune in?
I think people should tune in to the Dean Edwards Show on the Digital Podcast Network because you're going to laugh, you're going to learn, you're going to be inspired every time. Every episode, you're going to walk away feeling a little bit better about what you just heard.
Well, okay. Dean Edwards Show every day.
Every day, all day. We coming at you, baby.
Thanks, Dean.
Thank you, Eddie.
Check out The Dean Edwards Show exclusively on the Digital Podcast Network.